In today's video, I am going to be telling you guys mistakes to avoid when submitting your bank statements for your visa application. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a month since I uploaded the video how to obtain visa to Morocco as a Nigerian, and after the upload of that video I've gotten so many questions, but the most important, or would I say the most frequent question I've gotten from that video is the mistakes to avoid when submitting your bank statements. Number one, your account balance, or would I say the bank statements you are submitting, should not fall below the required amount that is to cover your trip. For instance, we all know that there is never a specific amount the embassy tells you to submit in your bank statements, but your balance should be able to cover your flight itinerary, your accommodation, your feeding while you're there, your tourism, the duration of your stay, all of that. Let's say, for instance, your flight is 500k. We're giving an instance, and your accommodation is 300k, and your feeding there will cost about 200k. Let's say you're staying for a period of 1 week. Your tourism will cost about under 500k. Let's say everything altogether is like 2 million naira. We're giving an instance, and your bank statement is showing 1M. They will feel like the amount you have in your bank will not cover your trip. So it's at low risk of giving you the visa. Do you understand? So whatever you have calculated that your trip might be, add an extra money and let that be the amount in your bank. Do you get? So if at the end of the day, everything you calculated should cost about 2 million, you can add an extra 500k. So they'll be like, okay, this person can actually cover their trip and come back without being a nuisance or causing trouble in another country, or all of that. So number two, never submit a fake bank statement. Yes, a lot of people make that mistake, and I don't understand why, because you are about to travel somewhere and you are going to submit these documents to the embassy. Why would you want to submit something fake? It doesn't make sense to me. So if you are about to travel and you don't want to make one of the most stupid mistakes to make, do not submit a fake bank statement, because most people feel like, oh, bank won't verify. Oh, they won't verify. They will just see that, oh, it's in your, the embassy won't verify. They will just see that, 10 million naira is there. They will let it be. No, they are going to verify. They are going to call these banks and verify, so person's account, does this person have this required amount in their account? Because that's what we have here as part of the document submitted. So they are going to verify. So I don't think you should make that mistake, because it's going to get you denied. Let's be honest. So that's number two. Do not submit a fake bank statement, please. Number three, do not make a huge deposit into an inactive account. I'm going to give an example. Let's say you're about to travel and there is one of your accounts that you are not using on a regular basis, but okay, you want to use that account to submit your bank statements, and you tell your family or friends to deposit money because you're about to submit your bank statements. When the embassy goes through this, it's going to show that, okay, this account had like 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira inside, and all of a sudden it has 5 million inside. From where to where? They will know that, okay, you must have borrowed this money, and immediately after you've been approved, you're going to give back this money, and you go to whatever country you're going to without money. So I would advise that whatever account you want to use, make sure it's already an active account, an account you've been using to do withdrawals, deposits, transfers, transactions, you get, so that when and even if you borrow money to build your account for your bank statement, it wouldn't be noticeable that, you borrowed this amount of money. So if you're already using an account and you've been doing all these things before now, when people pay into your account, it won't make much of a difference, because they feel like, okay, your general, what they call that in, your total, whatever, is still good. So that when people are paying in, is like no different. This person was already receiving this amount of money before now. Do you understand? Don't think that the visa officials wouldn't read the bank statement or wouldn't go through the bank statement. They will. they are going to go through that statement that is submitted. Why do you think they take all this time before they get back to you that your visa has been approved or denied? They're going to go through your bank statement to make sure it's actually authentic and to make sure that, oh, you didn't just deposit money and bring to us to see. They're going to go through it. They're going to make sure it's a fractional account. And if it is not a fractional account, it was an account that has been abandoned and you just put money to come and submit, it's going to raise suspicions. And the moment they become suspicious of all these things, it's going to, cost a lot. It's going to affect your visa application. So that's it for number 3. Make sure you don't deposit a huge sum of money into an inactive account. Number 4, do not remove all the money in your account after application. A lot of people, once you submitted your bank statement and you've applied, you feel like, okay, now I can remove this money, or I can pay back whoever I borrowed it from, or I can use the money for something else. It is not advisable, because let's say when they are ready to verify your documents, they won't verify your documents immediately submit. But let's say after weeks and they're ready to verify your documents and they call this bank and there is no money in your account, or the money in your account has been slashed into 2, or just like example, let's say it was 2 million that was meant to be your account, and when they call the bank, you have 200k. They will feel like, okay, you must have borrowed this money and all of that, and you're paying back. So once they have that suspicion, they're like, no, we can't allow this person to leave this country. That doesn't mean that you cannot make your normal day-to-day transaction. Let's say the estimate bank statement submitted is 2 million naira, for instance, and you are spending normal daily money like 5k, 10k, it's coming in, it's going out, regular money that you spend on a normal day. Do you understand? And they call the bank. They know that you've been making transactions. It's like a normal person. Do you understand? So that's not a big deal at all. But in a situation whereby it's from 0 to 100, they'll know that, okay, this person just borrowed this money for this specific amount of time. So it's always advisable not to make or not to spend extravagantly while your visa application is still ongoing. Take your time, do your normal day-to-day activities, and wait for your visa to be approved before you can now, okay, truly must have borrowed this money. We all do that. When it's time to build the account, you want to collect money from your father and all of those things and build the account. But make sure that you have been approved before you try to, send this money back, pay back people and all of that. Number 5, do not attach a business account without a cover letter. Let me give you an instance. When you're applying for a visa application, usually most people use your personal account. But let's say you're going for a business trip, or you're going something that your company has sent you for, and maybe you don't have that money to cover your expenses in your account, and you need to submit your company account, like a business account. Attach a cover letter stating that, oh, this company is covering my trip for so reason and for so reason. Let's say, for instance, you're traveling for a business trip with your company and everybody's applying, and you submit your application and you say, oh, you don't have the amount of money in your account. You get the business account attached to it. Now, you are meant to add a cover letter stating that, oh, your company is taking you for this trip. Your company is covering all the expenses needed for this trip. Your company is the one that is basically sending you out and bringing you back. Another mistake to avoid is do not submit an unauthorized bank statement. When I mean an unauthorized bank statement, I mean a bank statement that is not signed and stamped. So I have an experience, but thank God it didn't end bad. I submitted my bank statement, now we can print our bank statement from our apps, our bank apps, or from your email and all of that. So I did that. I printed my bank statement and I submitted because it's from my bank. And I submitted my visa application. I think after 2 weeks plus, I got a text message from the embassy stating that I should resubmit an authorized bank statement, and I was confused. This is legit. I printed it's my bank statement, and I went to the bank and I said, oh, I was requested to submit an authorized bank statement. So they had to help me print my bank statement again in the bank, and after printing it, they had to sign and stamp. So I was like, okay, thank God they got back to me, because if they hadn't gotten back to me, that would have been an issue and I would have probably been denied, and I'd be wondering, why did I get denied? I had everything intact. But I would always advise, submit an authorized bank statement. I know you can print from your email, from your bank app, all of that, but go to bank, print your bank statement, get the bank officials to stamp and sign. It's very important. In fact, it's very, very important. That it was good for me and they called me and got back to me that I should resubmit does not mean that all officials are like that. Some officials can be like, the person didn't submit. Okay, bad for them. They don't have that time. Most of them don't have time. It's only few that'll be like, okay, I think this person's documents are all right. Let me just get back to them and tell them to resubmit this, which is very hard because it's just like a teacher marking student scripts and she sees that something is not complete and she'll come and start calling the student to come and complete your scripts. It doesn't work that way. So I will always advise to get an authorized bank statement stamped and signed from the bank. Those are the 5 steps that you should take note of to avoid when submitting your bank statements. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment and let me know your thoughts. If you want me to drop another video like this, answering on that type of question, let me know in the comment section.